Thank you very much for joining our webinar, and a very good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to some of the participants, depending on various reasons. Okay, so in this 1 hour, we will discuss what are the changes coming in Automotive SPICE version 4.0. And before going for presentation, I will take your few minutes only to describe about Zuku Consulting. So we established this organization in 2014, and with the experience in Japan and European customers, OEMs, and their first tier, second tier suppliers, we provide support all over the world. Okay, in different countries, we have the experts, we have the partner across globe in different countries, and with the experts in Automotive SPICE and further standards. So our business area here is mainly the Automotive SPICE. We are working since 2005. Actually, I am working since 2005. Okay, and then we are also working with functional safety 26262 and cyber security with the Automotive SPICE for cyber security and also for 21434. Then the mechanical SPICE, now it is already there. You can download the PAM from Intex web page. Hardware SPICE is also there. Training material is under development for all these standards from the Intex, Agile SPICE. And also we consider about the integrated approach by considering the various standards. So our approach is not to make a different set of process for one particular standards. Okay, so to enhance your existing process, maybe 16949, then going for CMMI, then Automotive SPICE 26262, and now 21434. Okay, and also we provide the project supports. So our main service are three. That is the consulting support, where we take our customers from starting until the formal assessment. Okay, and also the assessment support. Okay, where we conduct gap analysis, pre-assessment, internal assessments, joint assessment, formal assessments. Okay, and we have the trainings. We have the training, Intex certified training, all the Intex certified trainings, and also some trainings based on the different standards. Okay, depending on the requirement of our customers, we customize the trainings in the field of Automotive SPICE, functional safety, cyber security. Okay, mechanical SPICE, hardware SPICE. So all these things, and also the process, some more deep trainings for particular processes, not only from the model point of view, what exactly engineering process should look like and the requirement of that. Okay. We are also the member of Intex. Okay. And we are also Intex representative in most of the Asian countries. And we are accredited training provider from VDA QMC and also by Intex for Intex certified trainings. We also hold the advisor to China and Korean SPICE network. Okay. We have the various certifications available in our organization, and we have principal assessors, instructors, competent assessors, provisional assessor, and also the functional safety and cyber security experts. Okay, so almost our footprint across globe. Okay, we are not limited to one particular country, and Intex objective is also to have the globalization, multi-language. Okay, and that's what we do. And here is the brief about myself. My name is Sunil Kumar. I can see from the participant list, some of you might be aware about me. We work together. Earlier, I worked in Japan around 10 years. Then I worked with one German company 4 years, and also working with Zuku Consulting. I'm Intex certified principal assessor and also the instructor for competent level. Okay, and also the Intex representative for various Asian countries, and I'm also ARCS certified. If you might have come across Pathfinder scheme, organization maturity by using the Pathfinder scheme. So I'm also certified in that scheme. Okay, and of course advisor to China and this Korean Spice Network. And in 2005, we established Nippon Spice Network in Japan. Nowadays, it is doing very well, and we hope in the future we can also establish the similar platform in India and also in other countries like I can see Taiwan, Vietnam. Okay, so these were our introduction, and now I will go with the main content of 4.0. What are the changes? Okay, so in this seminar, I will present these points, the timeline of Automotive SPICE 4.0, addition of new processes, removal of some existing process. Okay, all the time we hear like 32 process Automotive SPICE, VDA 16 process. People are always confused. Why then so many process in Automotive SPICE? I think we will get the answer in 4.0 now. Mapping tables of BP's base practice and information items. So this is also one terminology change that I will explain. Output work product is called as information item now. Traceability is going back, similar like in version 2.5, revision of some of the notes. And also I will explain little bit about ISO 33020 to version 2015 and 2019. And also the planning aspect is moving to level 2 now. We know in level 1, most of the support process, testing process, very first BP is the strategy. Okay, so this strategy now going to the level 2, and that's what objective of level 2. Okay, restructuring of level 3 GPs, that also we will see. Separate PAM for potential analysis, for providing a contract to the supplier, and also like for gap analysis, we are using our existing PAM and going for NPLF. Sometimes it becomes too tough for our customers to meet each and every requirement which may not be needed at this stage. So again, working group 13 of VDA is coming out with a new approach, and with the potential analysis PAM, there may be the separate PAM for this, new training architectures, and as update little bit in Assessor certification scheme. Timeline, I think you may be aware, like July or August next year, PAM 4.0 will be available. And next month, this will be available for the people who are in the working group for the training material development. And later on, yellow draft and then final model will be published in the third quarter of next year. Okay. This is Automotive SPICE 3.1. So I will go a little bit slow to make you understand. Here always, sometime even you will see most of the people ask, why not to apply complete Automotive SPICE? Yeah, why not? Okay, but mostly appropriate process are VDA scope for maximum 20 process. We consider some risk management, requirement elicitation, product release. Okay, if we will go back, then VDA, Volvo, Jaguar, Ford, they used to have the 20 processes. Okay, and when HIS group was active with the 15 process from the previous standards. But now VDA scope became so popular, most of the organization going only for 16 process. Then what for other process are doing here? Okay, so sometimes yes, some customers are doing some of the process, OEM are executing. But now author of Automotive SPICE decided, let us remove some of the processes. And these are the process which will be removed in the 4.0. So you will find mostly all acquisition processes. If some people have the Automotive SPICE experience, Automotive SPICE subset of SPICE. SPICE was 15.5.4 part 5. Okay, so these ACQ 11 to ACQ 15, these processes are newly added in Automotive SPICE. They were also not in 15.5.4 part 5, okay, which was released in 2006. And now they decided to remove these processes from the scope. of Automotive SPICE. So this will be the status of the draft 4.0. These processes are removed, and now you will see system lifecycle process, software lifecycle, and only the 4 support process, which VDA also asked these process. Then product release this side, reuse, program management, process improvement, project management, risk management, and your measurement processes. So this is one part. Let us go one by one. And this is addition of the cyber security. Now cyber security PAM is already available in public. Training is also available. Okay, but this is a separate book. Now it will be integrated in 4.0 in the same way. So here supplier request and selection, 4 process from cyber security, and one is cyber security risk management will be added in 4.0. Okay. Next is hardware engineering. Yes, hardware engineering. Again, Intex have published one PAM for hardware engineering, and that is also available on Intex web page. Who are not aware, please browse the Intex web page and you can download this standards model, and now it will be integrated with Automotive SPICE. Another is mechanical SPICE. There are 9 processes actually in mechanical SPICE. This is also one model available on Intex web page. Okay, this will also integrate with Automotive SPICE as per the information we got earlier, but last week there was some change that I will also come back. Then machine learning and deep learning. This will also be included in Automotive SPICE 4.0. Okay, and some process will be added like validation, and this side is data management machine learning. Okay. Another part is basic process and new processes. So they are bringing the concept like today we have the like VDA scope. Okay. So if anybody want to go Automotive SPICE assessment or mechanical or something, then these will be their basic scope. Okay. The yellow part. And this is our complete structure, draft structure. Of course, we are expecting it will look something like this. At top, I have highlighted organization lifecycle, primary lifecycle, support lifecycle in the same way like in our existing Automotive SPICE. But last week actually we have one more update that they are deciding to remove the mechanical SPICE from 4.0. Okay, so I don't know the reason. Here they may be looking like based on the discussion, maybe 5 process, 4 process like the other models, but already mechanical SPICE model is existing with 9 processes. They also have the mechanical system. Okay, so anyway, let us see how it comes. But yes, as on date, mechanical is not existing in Automotive SPICE 4.0 update. Okay. So altogether, we are removing the 10 processes, including 6 process, and the new is 15 process, hardware process, machine learning. Of course, this 15 will change because I deleted the mechanic at last moment, and data management and validation processes. There will be some major update in product release, risk management, supplier monitoring. Supplier monitoring, you may be knowing, in cyber security guideline is defined. So similar, I think some more update will be in supplier monitoring and also the reuse program management. Small adaptations maybe in other processes. Okay. Another part they are bringing now, this mapping. Okay, so we know we have the purpose, then outcome, then base practice, then output work product. And every base practice output work product is tagged with the outcome. Okay, but now they will put one table in the standards that will define your output work product and outcomes and base practices. But terminology they are changing. No more work product. It will be called as information item now. Okay. Better overview of BP and output information item. to outcome mappings, project perfect basis for the pocket guides. Yeah, so many consulting firms develop their pocket guides, so it will help them, and for you also, for assessors also. Okay, to map and take the evidence. Perfect. Support assessor, support the tool development. Some tool development company, it can help them also. Another change is about the notes. In present situation, these are the notes available. These are more like a checklist. Project activities typically cover engineering, management, and support processes. But now they are refining a little bit and giving the more motivation to assessor to focus the actual context. Okay, so one example, if you will see here, or work package, engineering, management, supporting process may be organized in a breakdown structures and WPS. So this will also be the change in Automotive SPICE in next version. This is interesting actually. Some of you may be knowing about Automotive SPICE 2.5. There used to be one base practice for consistency and traceability. Okay. Every engineering process have one common base practice, ensure consistency and bilateral traceability. But when Automotive SPICE 3.0 came and then 3.1, they divided this base practice into two. And their argument was that consistency is being overlooked by the assessors. People check the traceability. If things are mapping, then they assign good rating to this BP without considering the consistency. Okay. And then they divided this base practice into two. Okay. One is traceability, another is consistency. That's what we are teaching, we are explaining to our customers. But now they are coming back to merging this. Okay. So we need to interpret in better way. Of course, there is no harm in merging or dividing. Actually. Dividing, people see a clear focus on the informations. If merging, then sometimes people misinterpret. Okay. So anyway, this is their decision to come back to the previous organization of the consistency and traceability aspects in engineering processes. Okay. One more information here I would like to mention, and it will be good for understanding as a Automotive SPICE assessors or practitioners. You know our measurement framework. Measurement framework is coming from ISO 33020 and 2015 actually, where you will realize there are the two process attributes against each capability level except level 1. Level 1 have one process attribute. So everyone knows about this, nothing new in this. This is 2015. Okay. In 2019, they have came out with the new version of 33020. 2019, now it is 2022. But Automotive SPICE was based on 15 only. What they are doing here, they divided two attribute to the 3 attribute in level 3. And at level 1, 2 process attribute to only 1 process attribute. And this third one here, process assurance. In fact, they are bringing GP 3.1.5 and GP 3.2.6 to this process attribute and providing more information about the result of achievements. They made, I think, 4 or 5 GPs possible by using this. So the process improvement mechanism, EPG establishment, improvement group establishment, which was the core part of level 3, is considered in separate process attribute. Okay, so that we should know, because every time we know Automotive SPICE measurement framework coming from 33020. process coming from the PRM reference model. But until now, up to Automotive SPICE 3.1, we are using our existing or 2015 framework 33020. Okay. What about the PAM, Process Assessment Model 4.0? So everybody may be expecting it may be based on the latest version, but unfortunately, or I don't know, it is also based on 33,000 2015 only. Okay, so not like three process attribute for level 3 or one process attribute, whatever the changes is coming in 4.0. Okay, so this will also be based on 33,020. But I have shown you the work product, output work product. They are calling information item now. And in 33,020 2019 PA 2.2, they modified this work product to the documented informations. So this terminology part, of course, they are considering in 4.0. So this is just a terminology change. There is no much major changes based on the 2019 standards. Okay. Now let us see some changes in our GPs. There also, actually, if we will see the previous version, 2.5, something is going back to the previous version. Like one important change is here, like strategy part, planning part is coming to level 2. Strategy is moved to GP 2.1.1. Okay, so we will see that there may not be strategy in level 1. Another part was this plan, monitor and adjust. If you remember PA 2.1, then plan and monitor was in one base generic practice in 2.1.2. 2.1.3 used to be adjust. Okay, but in 3.0, 3.1, they divided this plan monitor into two. Plan and monitor separate generic practice, but now they are again going back. Okay, and monitor and adjust. Now monitor adjust is coming together. Plan remains separate. So this is 2. And in 2.4, they are also adding the infrastructure names. Also, they are taking personals. Of course, personal already there, but just modifying and making them available in GP 2.1.6. There is no change in GP 2.1.6. So now there will be total 6 generic practice in PA 2.1. There is no change in PA 2.2 except terminology. Now in place of work product, they are calling document information. Okay, rest all information remain almost same. First is you are defining the requirement for documentation information, maybe template, checklist and all. 2.2.2, you are defining the CM related information, some rules, regulations, how to control, how to document. And then 2.2.3 is execution, deployment. And 2.2.4 is a review based on 2.2.1. Now there is a major change in level 3 requirement. Okay. Level 3 process attribute PA 3.1. So we know these are our 5 GPs. And now let us see how these are changed. So these 2 GPs made into one. Of course, detail is not known to me also. So based on their explanation, based on the information provided, we also expect, because interaction is nothing but part of the standard process. We can't make separate interaction between processes. So that also we need to cover within GP 3.1.1, establish and maintain. And then determine the required competencies. Here is determine required infrastructures. Okay, and determine suitable method to monitor the standard defined processes. So altogether, now there will be the 4 generic practice in PA 3.1. Here also, earlier this was PA 3.1, 5 generic practice changed to the 4. And now here in PA 3.2, total 6 generic practice, and they are also reduced to 4 generic practice only. So 3.2.1 define, deploy, define process, and these three generic practice is combining maybe together in 3.2.2, ensuring the required competency for the defined roles. Roles already we have defined. Okay. And here we are ensuring the required infrastructure and then monitoring the performance. So now 3.1.4, 3.2.4 will be for establishment of your EPG, process improvement mechanism. There should be some people to work on the process improvement, continuous improvement approach. That is the major part of level 3. Okay, we don't find up to level 2 continuous improvement until you don't use the PIM process. Okay, so this will look something like this, and then there will be a traceability. Okay, 1:1. Now no need. Like this side 5 was there, this side 6 was there. We were combining some of the GPs, trying to map. Okay, 1:2, 2:1. But now there is a straightforward mapping from PA 3.1 GPs to PA 3.2 GPs. Okay. Next part is separate PAM for potential analysis. Potential analysis, it is more like a gap analysis. Risk evaluations, okay, instead of process compliance. So that would be the approach of this PAM. Okay. Reduce risk of the organization with low process capability before nomination. So this activity is before nomination. Okay. So now also actually OEM tier 1, tier 2, they request their supplier provide me the assessment result from the suppliers. Okay, what result? So result means if they have come across with Automotive SPICE, maybe with other projects, so you can show your capability. But by introducing this scheme, I think now they can conduct this assessment maybe 1 day or 2 days. Okay, and check the relevant part, then going extensively against each BPGP and rating NPLF. Okay. It is not replacing Automotive SPICE assessments. So this is separate thing. Potential analysis rating result, not like NPLF. It may be like red, yellow, green. Some of the organization also use this at present, but again, this is unofficial. There is no scheme in Automotive SPICE. Okay. So civil process are bundled in a group in this. Maybe you can combine 2-3 process together. Okay, to ask the questions. Potential analysis, of course, performed by certified assessors only, index assessors. Scope consists of the basic plus flexible scope. Okay. Style content in line with Automotive SPICE. Here we will put more focus on engineering configuration management problem resolutions. Not for all, like all support process also. Management process also. Duration could be somewhere like 2 days for basic processes. Okay. So now let us see how it comes, but this is what they are proposing, bringing the new PAM. So similar approach, I think most of you may be having some experience in VDA 6.3, but with focus of Automotive SPICE level 1 BPs. So it will be a separate PAM with their own rating scale and measurement framework. It will not be derived from 33,020. Okay, they will define their own measurement. It will look something like this scope, very high level, basic and flex. So some process, main 3, main 5, problems, engineering, configuration management, release, software process, technical problem solutions, quality assurance. Okay, and then plugins, depends. Whatever is your scope of this. And duration also they provided 2 hour, 1 hour, 3 hours. SW 1, 2, 3, 3 process 3 hours. In Automotive SPICE, we cannot think actually 3 hours. Require more time. So they will come out with some alternate of automotive SPICE assessment for potential analysis, what they call. Okay. Training architecture, of course, this is since long is being discussed. Most of you are maybe aware, and it is also asked by in-text to us that next year in third quarter, we can start announcing these training. We are expecting that the PAM 4.0 and the training material will be available in mid of the next year positively. Okay, so that then there will be like Automotive SPICE and guideline will be together. Right now we have Automotive SPICE provisional assessor, then guideline training, then competent assessor. Okay, in the next setup, guideline and Automotive SPICE. This will be called expert trainings, process expert. So this will be the first requirement 4-day. Then we will go for provisional assessor training, and both these training will have the exam also, and then competent assessor. So this will be the flow, and here will be the extensions. Like now also cyber security is existing. So this is extension. SPICE assessors are extending their capabilities for cyber security. Same now all these training will come. Our existing assessors can improve their skills by going through these trainings. Okay. Now important part actually, which is will come in the part of the procedure. Until now, we know how to become provisional assessor, how to become competent assessor, how to become principal assessor, how to become instructor for provisional and competent course. So procedure is available, but there will be some changes. Okay. And we know from 33,020, and we have to see how the things will come. But present proposal is, if you want to be eligible for experience evidence assessment team member or team leader, then your report should have process attribute, base practice, generic practice rating. Whereas 33,020 ask only the process attribute rating, not BPGP rating. So that we will see in future, maybe like assessor always rate BPGPs to reach to a decision to rate process attribute. They don't submit to their sponsor if they don't ask. Okay, but this is not from model point of view, but yes, Intex is planning to decide because they are not considering like gap analysis for experience evidences. Okay. Rest all, yes, by lead assessor, competent or principal assessor, rating NPLF, your assessment based on 33,002 and guidelines, and documentation of result must be conformant with the 33,002. This is major change, not acceptable, accepted. Of course, right now it will be in black and white, but this is what assessors already experiencing. If there is no ratings gap analysis, then we don't sign the experience evidences. So gap analysis with traffic lights, okay. Potential analysis without rating scope process all their indicators. If it becomes known that lead assessor sign an assessment log for not accepted performance, Intex has right to dismiss the license of that lead assessor temporarily or permanently. Okay, so we have to be more close towards the rule regulations, ethics, objectivity, not only for conducting assessment, but also for experience evidences and for evaluation of individuals to the next stage. Okay, these are some changes. Right now, what is happening right now? You see, competent assessors, candidate to an observed assessment. What is requirement? There is no requirement actually. Any provisional assessor can be observed and lead assessor can provide the observation report. Okay. Now also sometime I find people are participating in the training and they go for first assessment and lead assessor is observing and providing the observation report. But now for observation, you first go for the CA and guideline training. Yes, you should have the license of the provisional assessor and you should collect at least 3 EE. 3E means 150 hours assessment hours as a team member. Okay, it means you already competent assessor training passed, gone for the training passed, guideline training passed for the 2 days as on date. In next year it will change. And you have the license of the provisional assessor and you already participated in 3 assessments. 4th assessment, you can ask your lead assessor for the observation. Same way for the observers. Observers also, they made some amendment here for their requirement of renewal of certification. They are requesting at least 2 assessment team leader experience. One can be AL or AT, one can be EP or AC. Active contribution, EP external. Okay, 2E AC for principal or 2E maybe from any type for competent assessors. Okay, so this will be the new requirement for. Okay, so another is for instructor candidate. Also something is coming up for provisional, for competent. There is no change for provisional. People can become as following the previous procedures. For competent, yes, now you should have completed 6 experience evidence. It means 6 times provisional assessor training you have delivered. Then only you can go for a competent assessor trainer. Okay, until now there was no such requirement. Today you become provisional assessor instructor, tomorrow you can become competent assessor instructors. So these are the major changes coming. And here is for the sorry, that was for the competent assessor candidate observations. And this one is again, sorry, provisional assessor training performed here for provisional instructor observers and competent instructors. Yes, you should go for 2 trainings. Okay, of the competent assessor course. So this is all from my side for this webinar. Whatever the changes we have seen in Automotive SPICE 4.0, and we need to wait if some more changes is expected or not. Hopefully there should not be further changes. Okay, so that's all for this webinar. And here is we have the training. If some people are interested, your colleagues, okay, or your friends, for video Automotive SPICE guideline training, we will deliver next month in December, and also the cyber security for Automotive SPICE, then competent assessor and provisional. Next training will be the next year. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much. If you have any question, you can put on chat box, please. Okay, so I can reply some of your questions. We have some time. What are the retirement timeline for 3.1 and the release timeline for 4.0? So this, I think in the first slide we have seen this part. That was the timeline related. Just a minute. Okay, so this will be the end of transition phase, Q2 of 2014. Okay. The next question. The provisional assessor license valid till itne should I still need to be in training for upgraded version? Will I be provisional assessor process experts? No need to worry about licenses. This will exist until your next renewal. Even for cyber security, some of you might have gone for the training. If your renewal is nearby, you can renew without paying additional fee. Otherwise, your qualification will remain and endorsement of cyber security when your license will be carried out next release and without any fee. The information is on date from VDA with me. Okay. Upgraded version, I think, may not be required for Automotive SPICE because you already have Automotive SPICE. And of course, if you are not in guideline training, then we have to see whether it will be the guideline training only or you have to go, but certainly not for Automotive SPICE. You will not go again for sure. Would you please guide us how to evaluate the work product management if SUF4 joint review process will be removed in 4.0? So why you require joint review process? We have GP 2.2.4 review work product. You put this level 2 requirement in any of the process. Okay, these are the redundant process actually, SUF2 and SUF4 both. It depends on your organization, how you define your review processes, how you interpret joint review, individual review, customer review, walkthrough, inspection, peer review, all can be considered in GP 2.2.4. Okay. Cyber security, how does this link to product assessment? Process report replace it? No, it cannot replace the product assessment. There is no plan also. Automotive SPICE is in process only. And Automotive SPICE for cyber security is also for process. This assessment, we are not replacing the product assessment defined in 2.2.1434. So all organization projects which are 3.1 assessed need to implement 4.0 to show their compliance by 2000. No, not such requirement. Okay, and Automotive SPICE is not like 3-year validity or 4-year validity as on date. Maybe in organization maturity something will come. You conducted assessment, it is valid today. It depends on your management, your customers, how long they accept your results. Okay, very flexible standards. So need not to worry about that today 3.1 and then we will go for 4.0. Again, we need to renew. It depends on your customer's request. Okay, and nothing new is coming in 4.0. Don't worry about Automotive SPICE. This is more about integrating the different domain. Some information is only removed actually. Some process are removed. Some will be modified, of course. Okay, and most of you as a quality practitioners, you know your processes. Okay, it is not like always we are defining each and every best practice and these informations. Process require much more than best practices. Okay. So need not to worry about that part. I'm curious why the basic set of software is SW6 only. Is it imply SW3 are not basic? You are right, Harry. As on date, update with the meeting with the Intex advisory board also, they are stick to SW1 and 6 only. There is no further process as a part of basic process as on date, because you know we never know when they change. Like mechanical SPICE was very much part of 4.0. In our recently meeting with the advisory Intex advisory board, they gave this information that they are not considering now mechanical process, mechanical assessment model. So mechanical assessment model will remain as it is independent. Okay, separate model. So there may be some more changes and we should ready to take this. With the SIS5 on place, what will be the addition in validation process? I can't say at this moment, but in general, SIS5 is for system requirement. SIS5 we are verifying the system requirement, not customer requirement. Validation will be more about the customer requirement. Okay, how you are validating may be done by your customers, or customer will ask you, he will give their own requirement. Okay, and how to validate, maybe some review, maybe some testings. They may give some test cases based on the customer requirement. So certainly SIS5 and validation both are different things. We should not combine. Is there potential overlap between SEC 3, SEC 4, cybersecurity risk, MEN 5? How to handle it? There are a lot of, I will not say overlap. If you will go for the training, then there is no sequence actually. When you are discussing MEN 3, you will bring these process. When you are discussing these process, then you will bring the MEN 5, MEN 7 process. Okay, so but you are mentioning MEN 5. So MEN 5 is normal risk management. It is not specific to cybersecurity. For cybersecurity, we have the MEN 7, but there is an interaction between these two processes. Okay, so if you will read actually MEN 5 and this engineering process, you will find so many information. When you are doing engineering, then you need to conduct TARA. How you will conduct TARA? By calling the risk management process. And risk management, then also going your annexures or bringing some element from the 21434. So based on my experience, 21434 is also very important when we are dealing with cybersecurity. Every information not in Automotive SPICE for cybersecurity. So many times we have to refer that 21434. You go for training. Yes, this training also. We cannot complete ourselves without 21434 for Automotive SPICE for cybersecurity. Okay. So I hope I'm able to clear your doubts. If any more questions, then yes, we have 5 minutes more. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, and see you soon. Maybe we will try to arrange webinar in a month or 2 months, and then we will also plan Gate for SPICE in next 2-3 months. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.